I began by rereading Comedy of Errors, and also Joe and I went to see a production of the Comedy of Errors just to sort of refresh the mind. I've never known a process to involve so many spreadsheets, so much discussion of like 10 seconds here and 10 seconds there, but that's what's been really thrilling about it. One of the things I really love about writing comedy, and stage comedy in particular, is that it's a kind of interesting mixture of the mathematical and the creative. And this project has taken the kind of mathematical element of it to a whole new level, which has been really, really a great challenge, you know, and I've been doing this for quite a long time now, so when you get offered a project where you get to do something which you've never tried before, then that's particularly exciting. The easier part of the project is that there's already this incredibly rich world with all these fantastic characters and situations within all that. But yeah, something we discussed quite early on was where we would pitch the language. What I didn't want to be doing is trying to sort of write in a Shakespearean kind of register, because it would take a very long time, and I would inevitably come up short by comparison. But there's still a kind of flavour of it, and hopefully in my play, you've got characters that love language and love expressing themselves through language and insulting each other through interesting language.
I'd say it's equally rich, the descriptions you use and the slang that's in there, the double entendre in there. They're all things that are sitting in the Comedy of Errors. Phil's just given it a slightly more modern twist. But we're also updating Errors, so we're putting that into the 60s to match the building's age, celebrating our 60th birthday. So all of that helps, if you like, just loosen up the Shakespearean language a little bit as well. I think I'm going to find the challenges once I get into rehearsals. Some of it has been just cutting off my creative brain and looking at spreadsheets and going, okay, when they're not in here, they can be in here, and sitting on my hands on certain things. And I think the challenge for me is to try and keep a creative space so that when you get into the rehearsal room, the pieces aren't overloaded by the logistics of the entrance and the exits, but at the same time, I know there are times when we've got 3 minutes to do this, get that actor over here, put a costume on, get them back, and they've got to do all that and still be funny. And it's how I do that deftly in the rehearsal room without killing the actors, basically, or the story or the comedy.